In this video, I am going to discuss how to reduce the expression by 4 variable K map. This is the 4 variable K map. 2 power 4 is equal to 16. So 16 cells are there in the 4 variable K map. Here the representations, the variables, 2 variables are represented in row and column. Here AB and here CD. The equivalent variables and minterms are represented in each cells. For example, cell 0, 0, 0, 0. The equivalent minterms, and next is cell 0, 0, 1. Then third cell is 0, 0, 1, 1, and the fourth cell is 0, 0, 1, 0. Now here also it's not in normal order, it follows the gray code counting sequence. So to get the adjacency, now let's see the single bit change from 1 to 5. 1 and 5 varied from single bit change. Similarly 5 and 30 vary from single bit change. Similarly 13 and 9 also varied from single bit change. Same way 9 and 8 changing from single bit change. 9 and 11 from single bit change, 9 and 1 from single bit change, 9 and 13 also single bit change. So to get single bit change from each cell, we are following the sequence. Reduce the expression f by Karnaugh Map method. This is the 4 variable map. So 4 variable K map is used. So first draw the 4 variable K map and place the min terms into the corresponding cells. The given min terms are 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I am placing the min terms 1 in the K map. For SOP expressions, we have to place 1 in the corresponding cells. So I am placing the ones first. Then now we are going to group the cells. This is a 16 cell map. So we will see 16 ones can able to group or not. If it not possible, then we are going 8 ones. 8 ones are not there, then we will try for 4 ones. Then 4 ones are not there, then we are going for 2 ones. 2 ones also not possible, then we will go to 1 cell. This is the grouping of cells order. We have to concentrate on higher cell grouping, then only more number of literals will be reduced. So here 16 cell grouping is not possible, then we are going for 8 cell. 8 ones, 8 adjacent one also not there, so we are grouping for 4 ones. 4 ones, let's see, these 4 ones we can group first. Then these ones we are grouping like this way, and these ones we are grouping like this, and these ones we are grouping with this one. Only 2 cell possible. The 3 ones option is not there, so we are grouping these cells with the 2 ones only. Now see how to write the answer. For this group 1, that is the red color groupings, it's covered the whole column. So if it is covered the whole column, if you are solving this, we will get the answer as 1. So we are eliminating this column side function. Then we are considering only that row side values. That is the equivalent is A, the 1, 1, that's equal to AB. So I am writing as AB. Now the second group 2. The second group, the green color, the common between these 2 cells. The common between these 2 is 1, 1, that is A. Now this side, the common between these 2 cells is, common between these 2 is D. So writing answer is AD. Now the black color grouping. The black color, the common between these 2 cells is, the common between these 2 is A. So we are written A here. Now the common between these 2 is C. So C, the answer is AC. So when I am grouping with the 4 ones, 2 variables are eliminated in each min term. Because it's a 4 variable map, so 4 min term should be there. but we are reducing into 2 variable by grouping 4 ones. Now we will see the answer for 2 cell grouping. For 2 cell grouping, these two are grouped. So the common between these two is B and the variable at this location is CD. So BCD is an answer. Now we are adding all this to get the final and reduced expressions. Now when grouping with the two cells, we are eliminated one variables. Our aim is to reduce the expressions. So if we group maximum number of ones, then the literals will be reduced. Now reduce this expression F. So first place ones in the corresponding cells, then we will see the grouping options. So here 8 ones grouping is possible. So I am grouping this 8 ones. Now here 3 is there. So I am grouping these two with these two cells and these two with these two cells. So I am getting total 3 expressions. So first writing the expression for this green color. Green color, it's occupied the full row. So it's equal to 1. So I'm considering for only the column option. The common between these two cells is C bar. So I am written as C bar. So while grouping with 8 cells, 3 variables, 3 literals are eliminated. Now we will see with the blue color. Blue color, the common between these two terms is A bar, and the common between this first and last cell, common between this cell and this cell is D bar. So the answer is A bar, D bar. Now the red color grouping, the common between these two is B, and the common between this first cell and this last cell is D bar. So B, D bar. Now writing all the expressions together, this is our final expressions. In this example also, first we are placing ones in the corresponding cells and we are checking the grouping options. So first these ones we can able to group these one only. So we are grouping like this. Now the 4 corners have ones. The 4 corners are having cell adjacency, that is 0, and this cell 2 is having adjacency. Adjacency cells we can able to group. So 0 and 1 is having adjacency, 2 and 10 is having adjacency, 8 and 0 is having adjacency. So if these 4 corners have ones, we can group it into a single cells. And this 0 is having adjacency with 8 and 1 is having adjacency with 9. So we are grouping this like a cylinder. We can fold the map as a cylinder. So 0, 1, 3, 2 and 8, 9, 11, 10 are nearby. So we are grouping 0, 1, 8, 9 cells together. So the expression for the red cell is the common between this first and last cell is B bar, and common between these two cells is C bar. So B bar, C bar. Now the 4 corner cells. The common between this first and last cell is B bar, and this first and last cell is D bar. So B bar, D bar is an answer. Now this green color 2 cell grouping, the common between these two is A bar and C, D bar. So this is our final expressions. Now this example we are going to find minimal SOP and minimal POS expression for the functions. So first we are first we are going to find SOP functions. The SOP functions are this one. We are writing 1 to the corresponding cells. Then we will simplify the expressions. So this one we can group like this, and this one we can group with this one. So 4 cell grouping and 4 corner grouping also there. So the expressions for red cell is B bar D bar, and that green cell is B bar C bar, and that black color grouping is A. The common between these two is A bar C bar D. So we are writing all the expression together to get the simplified one. So this is the way to find the SOP reduced expressions. Now for POS expressions. For POS expressions, we have to write zeros in the corresponding cells. This is our questions. I am writing the equivalent zeros in each cells. Then I am seeing the equivalency. Now these four cells we can group, and also these four cell also we can group. Then these two and these two I'm grouping. So now the expression at this one is only column is there, so CD, and here the green cell grouping is AB. Then this black cell grouping is the common as B and D bar. So this is the way to group the cells by product of expressions. While writing the product of expressions, we have to write it with max terms. So AB we are writing as A bar plus B bar, and CD we are writing as C bar plus D bar. In this example, first we place the 1, then we did 8 cell groupings and 1 4 cell groupings and 2 cell grouping. The 8 cell groupings, the answer is common between these two is C. And red cell grouping A bar B, and the common is D. Now that 4 cells grouping, 4 corner cells grouping, the common is B bar and D bar. In this question, the expressions are given. So first we are using the first we are going to convert into standard SOP expressions, then find the equivalent decimal and apply it to the K-map. So first we find the equivalent SOP expressions, then we applied into the Karnaugh maps. So the Karnaugh maps, these 4 ones are grouped and these 4 ones are grouped. And now these ones, we have the possibility to group these 2 ones. So the answer for this grouping, this green cell grouping is common as A and C. And here this red cell grouping is A, B. And for this black color cell grouping is the common as A, and the common between this first and last cell is D bar. So the final expression is this one. In this example, we are going to simplify the expression and implement in NAND logic. So first we are placing the ones, then we are grouping. So these 4 into 1 cell grouping and these 4s are 1, and these ones are grouping like this. Now the group 1 have the A bar B bar, and group 2 have the common between these is A bar and C. Now the yellow color cell grouping is AB. The common between these two is D. The final expression is this one. Now this is the NAND logic implementation circuit. The logical expression is given. It's a sum of product terms. First we are going to convert into standard SOP form, then we are bringing into binary form, then decimal form. So now the expression is in standard POS form. Now there we got the decimal number. Now place the ones to each cell and start grouping. So here in this questions, one grouping only possible. We are grouping into one cells, so we will get only one variable elimination in each midterm. So for this cell grouping, the answer is A B bar. The common between these two is C. And for this yellow cell grouping, A B, the common is C bar. For this grouping, the AB, the common as D, ABD. And for this green cell grouping, A bar, C bar, D. In this example, first we are placed the ones, then we are checking the grouping. We made 4 cell grouping and 1 cell grouping, and this one we have the possibility to group this one, so 2 1 cells. So the answer for this one is AB, the common as D bar. Now this one A, the A, this column side common is C bar. Now for this questions, the B and C bar, D bar. For this example, we can able to group only single cell combinations because the diagonal cells are there. The diagonal cells are not having adjacency, so we cannot group it. So we are making the group into single cell, so the variables are not eliminated. So the final expression is written like this. For example, for this cell, the expression is A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar. For this one, A bar, B, C bar, D. Same way written expression for other two and the final expression. Here the variables are not reduced. In this example, first the 4 cells are grouped and these ones we are grouped with these ones, and these ones we can able to group with this one only. Then equivalent answers are written for green cell grouping. The common between these two is A bar and common between these two cells is C. And for this red cell grouping, A bar, B bar and the common between these two is D. And for this cell grouping, the common between first and last this cell and this cell grouping is B bar and C, D. In this example, first we are placing ones, then we have started grouping. The first these 4 ones are grouped and these 4 ones and these 4 ones. Now this one we can able to group these 4 ones. So this one also we can make it as grouping as 4 ones. For this blue color grouping, the common between these two is A and these two cell common is D bar. So A. For this cell, the grouping is C, D bar. And here the green cell grouping, the common is B and C bar. And here the common is A and here common is C. In this example, the yellow cell is grouped single one because the adjacent cells don't have ones. Then other two ones are grouping as two cells and writing the equivalent expressions. The logical expression is given in the question, so we are first converted into decimal form by using the standard SOP form. Then place the ones into the corresponding cells. Here all cells are grouping into two cells grouping. Then we are writing the expressions in the two cells grouping. Only one variable is eliminated for each min-terms. In this expressions also the logic expression is given. So first we are converting into standard SOP form, then we are getting the logical expressions. Now we are placing one. Here also all cells are grouping into two ones, so two cell grouping is there. So in the answer we are getting the answer is this one. We can able to eliminate one variables in each min-terms. In this example, POS form is given, so we are placing zeros in all zeros in the respective cells. Then we are started grouping. Here this is 8 zeros or 8 cells are grouped and these 2 zeros are grouped into these 2 zeros to make 4 cells grouping. So for this one, the common is C, and this one the common is B bar plus B bar plus D. For this example, we place the zeros in each cells, and here this is 2-cell grouping and this is 4-cell grouping, and these zeros we can able to group this one to make 2-cell grouping. So the answer for this green cell grouping is C bar plus D, and for this one A plus B plus D bar, and here this one A bar plus B bar, the common between these two is D. In this example, first we are going to find standard POS form. From that we are obtain the decimal values, then we are placing zeros in each cells. Then now we started grouping. This 4 zeros are grouped into one cells, and these 2 zeros are grouped into one cell, and these zeros we can able to group these zeros, so it make it as two zeros and 2 cells. So now the combination is, here the answer is B bar plus CD, here the answer is A bar plus B, here the answer is common as B plus C bar plus D bar. In this example, we are going to obtain SOP as well as the POS expression. First, finding the SOP expressions. The SOP expressions, the grouping 4 cells and 2 cells grouping. And yes, POS expressions, this is on 4 cell and this 4 corner cells are also there. The equivalent expressions are written. Thank you.